Beneath the blazing desert of New Mexico lies a secret, a world carved by time, hidden in silence, and discovered by a cowboy chasing curiosity.
Join us now as we uncover that secret. We left Abilene headed west, chasing a place we'd heard about our whole lives, a world hidden beneath the desert. Mile after mile, the highway opened up, and suddenly the horizon filled with wind turbines spinning like silent giants. We stopped just to take them in.
The first time I ever saw wind turbines was years ago, off-roading in the mountains of Tennessee. Back then, they felt like props from a sci-fi movie.
Even now, they still do. By the time we reached White City, it was already dark. No RV sites left, no hookups available, but they squeezed us into a tent spot under the stars. With a fully self-contained rig, that's all we need.
Sometimes, the last spot available turns out to be the best seat in the house. The next morning, I wander over to the trailhead for the old Guano Trail. The sign says 3.7 miles to the visitor center. I'm sure that's even closer than the road, but we're definitely taking the RV instead. A whole lot quicker and a whole lot easier on the legs. And besides, I'm still in flip-flops. For now, I'm just having fun poking around the campsite, getting a taste of the desert before we hit the road.
White City is a nice quiet town with one purpose: to serve those heading into Carlsbad Caverns. As you can see, they do that pretty well. We had fun wandering around the little gift shop as we reserved the campsite in the store for a few more nights.
Every story here leads back to one man, Jim White, the teenage cowboy who first explored the cavern with a homemade lantern and lowered the first tourists into the darkness in a guano bucket. A kid who found a world no one had seen. At the end of town, the sign says 7 miles to the visitor center. See, the path was straight, but it's a winding road through the Walnut Canyon. In no time at all, we make it to the welcome sign.
But we're not there yet. We still have more miles of beautiful winding roads on this Chihuahuan Desert drive. Our RV is winding through Walnut Canyon Desert Loop, rugged rock, sparse brush, and heat waves rising off the road.
This Chihuahuan Desert is harsh, silent, and timeless, so it's hard to believe something even bigger is waiting underground. And for me, this trip is personal. I was here once before years ago on crutches, and every elevator in the park broke down. I never made it inside. I stood at the entrance and promised myself I'd come back. Today, that promise gets kept.
We walked into the visitor center just to ask about tomorrow, but it's off season, no crowds. And the ranger says if you want to go today, you can go right now. Sometimes timing is everything.
We thought we would go through this nice museum to kind of get our bearings before we go down to the caverns.
Did you know the big room in Carlsbad Caverns is the largest chamber in North America, spanning over 8.2 acres? This small museum covers all the neat facts about these amazing caverns.
There are two ways into the caverns. The natural entrance, a steep 1.25-mile descent through 66 switchbacks, dropping 750 feet into the darkness. Or the elevator, a 63-second ride straight down into the big room.
This time, we're riding the elevator both ways, saving all our energy for what waits below. But if you take the natural entrance, you'll see cliff swallows flying out by day. And if you stay for sunset, you can watch hundreds of thousands of bats launch into the night sky. Unfortunately, the night flight is restricted to no cameras allowed, but it's a moment you'll always treasure if you see it in person. As soon as you step off the elevator, you're at the snack bar. They even have a cave bathroom, but right now, the surface world is behind us.
Before modern lighting made the stalactite glow, this is a place where light has never lived. A silent cathedral of stone carved over the years. It was like it was waiting for its grand opening.
In the quiet of the night, I search for you, like a miner in the dark, finding my way true. You light up my world like a star so bright. In your eyes, I see my own reflection, a perfect sight. My love echoes deeper for you than Carlsbad Caverns. You are the song in my heart, my light in the dark. And I knew I loved you from the start. I searched deep within and found your beauty deep within my heart. Through the storms of life, we stand tall and strong, hand in hand, like a dance through every song. Your smile is a melody, a sweet